Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Tuesday, 26th January 2016. We'll start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya
Narayanam namaskritya
naram chaiva narottamam
naram chaiva narottamam
devim saraswatim vyasam
devim saraswatim vyasam
tato jayamudiraye
tato jayamudiraye
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nityam bhagavata sevaya
nityam bhagavata sevaya
bhagavati uttama shloke
bhagavati uttama shloke
bhaktir bhavati naistiki.
bhakti bhavati naistiki.
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.
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 Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Sloka number 11. Hrid indriyanya asurivyoma
Rudra indriyan asurvyoma
vayur agnir jalam mahi
vayur agnir jalam mani
suryas chandras tapaschaiva
suryashchandras tapasyeva
sthananyagre kritani te
dhanyanya agre kritani te
hrid indriyanya asurvyoma
indriyanya asurvyoma
vayur agnir jalam mahi
vayur agnir jalam mani
suryas chandras tapaschaiva
suryashchandras tapasyeva
sthananyagre kritani cha te.
dhanyanya agre kritani te.
Mayang Prabhu.
Hridendriyana survyoyam
Hidra indriyanya asurvyoma
Vayuragnirjalam mahi
vayur agnir jalam mahi
Suryaschandrastapaschaiva
suryas chandras tapaschaiva
Sthananyagre kritani te
sthananyagre kritani te. Kamlini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Hare Krishna.
हृद इंद्रियाणि असुर्व्योमा
Hrid indriyanya asurvyoma
वायुर्अग्निर्जलं महि
vayur agnir jalam mahi
सूर्यश्चन्द्रस्तपश्चैव
suryas chandras tapaschaiva
स्थानान्यग्रकृतानि च ते.
sthananyagre kritani te. Anybody else is there?
प्रेमवर्धिनी माताजी.
Premavardhini Mataji. Mataji बोलिए. प्रेमावर्धिनी माताजी. I think she's trying to
Yeah,
get this. Yeah, she's first time, second time she's coming. Okay. Rudra,
the,
the heart.
the heart,
Indriyani,
Indriyani,
the senses.
the senses,
Asuhu,
Asuhu,
life air.
air,
Vyoma,
Vyoma,
the sky.
the sky,
Vayu,
Vayu,
the air.
the air,
Agnihi,
Agni,
fire.
fire,
Jalam,
Jalam,
water.
water,
Mahi,
Mahi,
the earth.
the earth,
Surya,
Surya,
the sun.
the sun,
Chandraha,
Chandra,
the moon.
the moon,
Tapaha,
Tapaha,
austerity.
austerity,
Cha,
Cha,
as well as. Eva,
Eva.
Eva,
certainly.
certainly,
Sthanani,
Sthanani,
all these places.
all these places,
Agre,
Agre,
herein before.
here in before,
Kritani,
Pratani,
already made.
already know,
Te,
they
for you.
for you.
Translation. My dear boy, I have already selected the following places for your residence: the heart, the senses, the air of life, the sky, the air, the fire, the water, the earth, the sun, the moon, and austerity. My dear boy,
My dear boy,
I have already selected the following places
I have already selected the following places
for your residence:
for your residence:
the heart,
the heart,
the senses,
the senses,
the air of life,
the air of life,
the sky,
the sky,
the air,
the
the fire,
fire,
the water,
the water,
the earth, the sun,
the sun,
the moon,
the moon,
and austerity.
and austerity.
Purport. The creation of Rudra from between the eyebrows of Brahma is a result of his anger, generated from the mode of passion, partly touched by ignorance, is very significant. In Bhagavad Gita 3.37, the principle of Rudra is described. Krodha is the product of Kama, which is a result of mode of passion. When lust and hankering are unsatisfied, the element of Krodha appears, which is the formidable enemy of the conditioned soul. This most sinful and inimical passion is represented as ahankara, or the false egocentric attitude of thinking oneself to be all in all. Such an egocentric attitude on the part of the conditioned soul, who is completely under the control of material nature, is described in Bhagavad Gita as foolish. The egocentric attitude is a manifestation of the Rudra principle in the heart, wherein Krodha is generated. This anger develops in the heart and is further manifested through various senses like the eyes, hands, and legs. When a man is angry, he expresses such anger with red-hot eyes and sometimes makes a display of clenching his fists or kicking his legs. This exhibition of the Rudra principle is the proof of Rudra's presence in such places. When a man is angry, he breathes very rapidly, and thus Rudra is represented in the air of life or in the activities of breathing. When the sky is overcast with dense clouds and roars in anger, and when the wind blows very fiercely, the Rudra principle is manifested. And so also when the sea water is infuriated by the wind, it appears in a gloomy feature of Rudra, which is very fearful to the common man. When fire is ablaze, we can also experience the presence of Rudra. And when there is an inundation over the earth, we can understand that this is also the representation of Rudra. There are many earthly creatures also constantly who constantly represent the Rudra element. The snake, tiger, and lion are always representations of Rudra. Sometimes, because of the extreme heat of the sun, there are cases of heat stroke, and due to the extreme coldness created by the moon, there are cases of collapse. There are many sages empowered with the influence of austerity and many yogis, philosophers, and renouncers who sometimes exhibit their acquired power under the influence of the Rudra principle of anger and passion. The great yogi Durvasa, under the influence of the Rudra principle, picked a quarrel with Maharaj Ambrish, and a Brahmana boy exhibited the Rudra principle by cursing the great king Parikshit. When the Rudra principle is exhibited by persons who are not engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the angry person falls down from the peak of his improved position. This is confirmed as follows. Yenye Arvindaksha Vimukta Maninas Vaya Asta Bhavad Avisuddha Buddhaya Aruya Krachena Param Padam Tataha Patantya Ado Andartha Yushmad Angrahaya. The most lamentable fall down of the impersonalist is due to his false and unreasonable claim of being one with the Supreme. I'll just read the translation of this Sloka from Bhagavatam, 10.2.32. Someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but who accepted different process for attaining salvation. What happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and other devatas said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. Mayang Prabhu can chant.
ॐ अज्ञानतिम्रान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयंरूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पितरूपश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरतस्यै नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनेति नामने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः आचार्य पादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे। इंद्रियाण्य असुरव्योम वायुरग्निर्जलम मही सूर्यश्चंद्रस्तपश्चैव स्थानान्य अग्रकृतानि ते। So when this little boy, Rudra, appeared from between the eyebrows of Brahma. Brahmaji, first of all, gave him the name Rudra because he was crying. So Rudra is for crying, it comes from Rudor, Rudi, Rudor, Rudoru. And now we are seeing Rudra has another meaning also, because it came from Brahma's anger. So this is anger also, And Brahmaji is telling the boy that, okay, your residing places have already been decided. So he almost covers all material elements which directly affect the mental condition of a person. So we can see everything comes because of the mental condition. The anger comes from but the root causes of anger are given here. And Srila Prabhupada very nicely explained each and every item. That how we see all these symptoms of anger, krodha, manifesting in us or in the nature. So here, basically, what Brahmaji is talking is about the principle of Rudra. He's not talking about the personality Rudra. He's talking about the principle. Meaning, wherever in these places, there are chances of Rudra to be there. These are the places. He can choose to manifest from any one of these. You can see, it's been given a very wide scope, to exhibit this Rudra Rupa. Rudra, actually, that comes Rudra Rupa, not Rudra Rupa. But as we saw, all these angry symptoms are Rudra, like that. I mean, he talks even about the animals. Of course, animals also are calm and quiet also. The snake is not always, but a little provocation, and then, it just shows its anger. And the lion and tiger, they show it sometimes to put fears into the minds of the victim, We see that sometimes the lion, just by his presence and by his roar, the small creature, he becomes stunned, doesn't move from there. And sometimes it runs, sometimes it can't even move. Same is the situation with us, sometimes the people are so angry. And Prabhupada so nicely described that how, anger is shown in your eyes, in your speech, and in your bodily posture also, clenching of the fist, kicking of the legs, and he talks about the thunder, it talks about the hurricane and the cyclone, and all these are angry moods. So this plays and then of course he talks about ahankara, That's where the whole thing comes ultimately. It starts from there, ends up there. The whole thing starts in the first place that because of ahankara, you think that it is mine and I want it, I must have it. And then you put some efforts. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. If you get it, then you say, I got it because it is mine anyway. Like this is for a non-devotee. The devotee always give the credit to Krishna, to his guru, to his other Vaishnavas, like that. But a person who is self-made, he or she thinks that they did it. And if they don't achieve, then of course frustration starts. Then you blame everybody else. Very few times in a very cool situation we say that yes, I am the one, actually I am the one. Most of the cases we are the one. Even otherwise also we are the one because we deserved it. We did something and we got something in return. So it's never that something happened just like that without your fault or something. Only exception is that fault can be now or fault can be sometimes earlier or something like that. That's how the karma theory works. So very nice way of putting things. And Brahmaji is telling this Rudra its position, the sthananya, many places he talks about. And then Srila Prabhupada explains so nicely, makes our job easy to understand. So we'll stop here. If you have a question and comment or comment, please go ahead. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, even in Bhagavad Gita, in second chapter, we have some sloka,
Yeah.
right, Prabhuji? Anger,
Yes.
how
It leads from one to the other, like that.
one to the other falling down. And one more thing, Prabhuji. Of course, as devotees, whatever we are put through, we take it as Krishna Prasada. For example, you are suffering with severe pain, unbearable pain. So can you pray to Krishna or Narsingadev Bhagavan to give you this thing to, bear the pain or give you relief from the pain?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing is to detach your body from the pain.
That is so difficult, Prabhuji. We
I
are
know.
not at
It
that
is
level.
difficult, no doubt, but that's what it is, You have to understand that you are not the body, so where is the pain? The pain comes only when you identify with the body, right? The soul has no pain. The
Even
body
if
is
you
still matter. So actually, I'm saying, it's not easy, but it is doable. This comes by training. You have to train your mind in such a way that you keep telling the mind that you are not the body. And there are cases, right, when we see this, especially a thief, for example, has more tolerance than an ordinary person. A terrorist has a more resistance than an ordinary person. They undergo so much torture, or a soldier for that matter. And then nothing happens. Of course, they put so much pressure that ultimately you break, because at the back of your mind, But there are cases where people have given up their life without cringing, like it came to the point of giving up the life. So I know it's difficult, but yes, at the same time, you can pray, why not? But your prayer should be not that, okay, remove the pain so that I can enjoy more of some movie or this or that,
No, I can do my sadhana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's perfect, That's all right.
Okay.
As I said, the best way is to, I told you about the tolerance level threshold.
Yes, sir. Every time you have to increase your threshold.
Yeah, you're here and the trouble is here. It's trying to poke. So either you make this rubber like, which again there is a limit to that. But if you suppose you increase your threshold, your limit. So the trouble is here and you are here. And that's what exactly the whole devotional service and sadhana and everything is about. I remember when I had my industry in Bangalore, I had a friend, who moved in from Canada. And he, very nice person. And, he came to know that I am an ISKCON member and I'm going there. And so first thing he told me, he said, sir, I really salute you. And I said, why you salute me? I know what great I've done. He said, now salute meaning, he says the devotees. He says, I got into devotional service, not to the extent like, he was still, but he was like lot favorable, etc. And he says, because in Canada, where he was staying, He says, I have seen these devotees doing the Mangalarti at 4:30 with only one chadar, upper chadar, and then okay, inside is little heat, but you have to walk from your quarters to the temple, and with just only Hawaii chappal,
Yeah.
and he says, I'm doing it every day. And he says, I visited only maybe once or twice during my whole stay, but that those 2 days, he says,
Mhm.
gave me so much devotion, because I said, this is what is called devotional service. They are not looking at their comfort and so on. So it's doable. A lot of things are doable. I'm not suggesting that
Mm.
we should take it to the extreme or something.
Yeah.
But don't trouble Krishna for small little things. Sometimes because we say that okay, we can ask, so we start saying, little thing also, you're gonna get a boil or something, So try to. That's what Krishna has told Arjuna. Try to tolerate.
Mm.
Problems will be there. So we have to increase our tolerance rather than, and of course our devotion, no doubt, and that comes first. And tolerance can come only by devotion. That.
Mm. Yes.
And I'm saying all this because I told you in the past, that I have experimented it myself, and it's successful.
Mm. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you. Anybody else? Any?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mayank Prabhu.
Prabhuji, wherever we see this sign of Rudra, is it always because of Tamoguna?
No. It's not. Actually, it's not. It's mostly because of Rajoguna.
Okay.
Because in Rajoguna, we want to acquire things, right?
Yes.
Passion. And when we successful, then it's okay. When we are not successful, then it leads to frustration. Frustration leads to anger. Anger leads to like delusion. That's what Mataji was talking about in the second chapter. Krishna gives all
Yeah,
this,
that is
right?
there, yes. That
So
chain is
it's
there.
mostly because anger, because of ignorance, is useless, because you can't even find out why the person is angry, right? If it's in the mode of ignorance. But in the mode of passion, you know why it's angry, because he's not got that what he wanted. That's why you say, even in in married life or in relationship, they say झगड़ा तो होगा, because जहाँ प्यार है वहाँ झगड़ा है, etc. झगड़ा कहाँ से होता है? Because something is not getting fulfilled, some desire is not getting fulfilled, right? If nothing, the clashes of ego, that's again same thing. Ego wants means he wants to rule over, and you are not able to rule over, so the frustration, so the anger, like that. Yeah, but it is mostly out of passion, not little because of anger. The reaction that we give can be because of ignorance. We are not supposed to react like that, but we react because of ignorance.
Yes.
But the cause of anger is mostly passion.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else with any question? Okay then. Thank you very much.